Hello, welcome back. I'd like to show you how to make a cute little happy birthday card using a card base and a cardstock. An embossing folder. I'm using the one by Daubers. It's a happy birthday. Obviously a glue roller and a Distress Oxide ink. This one is Fired Brick and Daubers with little foam here. So let's begin. You have a folded card base. I'm going to put that aside for now. I'm going to work with the cardstock first. I'm going to align it inside the folder here. And since this one has a perfectly horizontal message, you really need to align it. Other ones like texture doesn't always need to be aligned, but this one needs to be really lined up there so that happy birthday is right in the middle and there's equal space here and here. So it looks like I lined it up. I'm going to run it through my machine, the embossing machine. Here's my big shot. I love using it. I'm going to use the 2 clear plates, and I usually try to emboss on the smallest thinnest part. So I took the flaps off, both of them, the extra, what are they called, shims. So I put the clear plate here and on top, and I'm gonna run it through. I only run it once. And we're done with that part. Alright, so when I took it out of the embossing folder after running through the embossing machine, this is the result. Very nice. And you can actually make a card already. You don't even have to use ink. So if you're in a hurry, or if you prefer this look, which is cool, I used to make cards without any ink on them. That works fine. That works just great, and it's going to be a nice simple card. But what I prefer is to have a little bit more of an accent there with where it pops with color, and we're going to do that. So I'm going to put the card base away again. I'm going to take my Distress Oxide ink. This is the Fired Brick Distress Oxide by Tim Holtz, and you can do it with a regular Distress ink, but I really like this color for this card, so I'm going to use that. I'm going to take my dabber and mix it up here. I don't want to stamp it right on the card like that without taking some of the ink off, because you're going to end up with a circle and you don't want that. So the goal here is to go as light as possible and as straight as possible, because if you go like this, you're going to end up with a little smudge, or you can end up with a circle, especially if you go straight from the ink pad into here. So that's why you would put the ink there. And then what I'm going to do is first I'm going to go over the letters and see how nice they're coming out. And don't worry if you get a little bit in the background, that's fine. And that's what distress inks are for. They make this distressed look. You just don't want to get too much to where you can see the shape of the dabber. Okay. And I do like how the dots pop, so we're going to color all the dots. Okay. And I do really like the distressed look on the sides of the paper, so I'm going to do that as well right after I go over the letters again. And for that, again, you come from a side like that. Look how pretty that's turning out to be. Just love to work with distress inks. Doesn't have to be completely even. And we're giving it this aged, distressed look. And see here I made a tiny mistake. You can kind of see the round brush. So I'm going to try to make sure it's not showing. And go all the way around. I love how this card came out. Alright, so the middle I'm leaving to be brighter than the sides. It's looking beautiful. There you go, that's beautiful. And then all I need to do is mount it onto my card base. Now you could use the roller, or you can do a raised surface. For this particular card, I'm not gonna go with the raised surface. I'm gonna go with the roller. So, and make sure you don't put your card into the ink. So what you want to do is wipe it. Okay, so that that doesn't get on the card. And I'm gonna put the glue. And I like working on this surface. That's the special matte, because if you put glue on it by accident, it comes off real easy. Everything comes off of this thing. Well, almost everything. Okay, so I went all around to make sure no corners or sides stick up. And I'm also gonna go a few times across. And I make sure that the border is even all the way around. Okay. Ah, what a beautiful card. Make sure that everything sticks. I sometimes put them under a book or something so that make sure the glue dries perfectly. But look at this beautiful card, and we just made it in less than 5 minutes probably. So hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what else you'd like to see. Thank you.